Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. With the holiday season fast approaching and all of the temptations that will be in front of us, I thought this was the perfect time to do today's video, which is holiday eating strategies. I am going to share 10 tips with you, or 10 strategies that I do or that I encourage my clients to do to help get them through the holiday season. I am also thrilled to share with you that once again I am teaming up with 310 Nutrition to share with you some of my favorite products that I have been testing and trying out for the past few months, and also share with you an amazing deal that you are not going to want to pass up. You can get 80% off the Shake Starter Kit with 310 Nutrition by clicking on the link provided down below. By using my link, you can get this collection for $19. Before I go through all of the details in the starter kit and I share with you all of my favorite products with 310 Nutrition, let's go over the 10 eating strategies. Most, if not all of us, are going to indulge more between Thanksgiving and New Year than we do the rest of the year. I truly feel that the best thing that you can do is plan for this. But what happens with most people is they feel that this is going to be the year. This is going to be the year that I am going to have willpower. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to overindulge, and I am going to resist these temptations. But guess what? The only thing that is coming year after year is you going into it with that mindset, not following through, giving into the temptations. Therefore, you feel like you failed again. And once you get into the pattern of a couple parties and overdoing it, you throw in the towel and you say, I will get back on the bandwagon with my New Year's resolutions, and next year I'm going to go through the same exact thing. Does this sound familiar? I know it does, because I struggle with it myself, and I'm a good eater and I stay on my plan 365 days a year, but I do know the struggle. The key for me is that I have a plan, and that is what a lot of people don't do. They just hope they're going to go on discipline, motivation, willpower. It's not going to happen. You have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy, and today I am going to share what those 10 strategies are, and I'm also going to give you a bonus tip on top of it. Strategy number 1, keep track of what you eat, when you exercise, and anything else that you need to keep track of to keep you on track. For me, what I like to keep track of is my clean eating days, and we all have a different definition of what a clean eating day is. For somebody like me, it's eating nutritionally dense food. It's staying away from things from the standard American diet. Now, somebody else may eat more on a point system or just calorie based, and they don't necessarily pay attention to what the food is. That's okay. Your plan is your plan. All that matters is that you have a plan. One of the ways that I would like to help you this holiday season to stay on the track is I have created this holiday healthy habits tracker that you can download by clicking on the download link below or on the blog post. You can write this out, whatever is suitable for you. There are 4 different things that you can track. You can track your eating, you could track exercise, sleep, water intake, intermittent fasting, whatever suits you that you want to stay on the plan. Download this, print it out. You can print one out for each month if you're doing it all through October, November, December. I start tightening things up right now. I plan ahead and I tighten things up right now. So I encourage you to use something like this as your accountability to keep you on track. Strategy number 2, do not keep any triggers in the home or office. This is so important during the holiday season. Save all of your indulging for the parties. And what that means is if you have a party every single weekend and you plan on indulging more than you generally do, which most of us do, and if you plan, you can, the key is that you are keeping it clean or staying on whatever your plan is on all the other days. This also includes the office. Now, a lot of goodies are brought into the office, and we will get into that in some of the other tips that I share with you. but keep the triggers away. The other thing, if you are entertaining and you are going to host a party and you're going to have all of those leftovers, what happens is a one-day indulgence turns into a 3-day bender because you have all of these leftovers. One of the things that we do in our home, because we do entertain and host a lot of parties, is I package and divide up all of the leftovers and I give them to my immediate family, like my children, my mom, the grandparents, whatever, and I get the triggers out of the home. I always ask my husband or any of the other kids what they would like me to keep for them, but if anything is a trigger, like the desserts or anything like that, put your name on it, put it in the pantry. I don't want any part of it. I get the rest out of the home. 3, 4, and 5 somewhat go together, so I'm going to talk about all of them a little bit together. Number 3 is manage portion size. Number 4, eat what you love, leave what you like. Again, eat what you love, leave what you like. Number 5, the one plate policy. Now, this is something you have to decide what method works for you, and you may change it from one party to the next, but they're all tying in together. So let's talk about these. One of the things that you can do when you go to a holiday gathering is you can portion control yourself, which means you can get small portions of everything you want. Maybe get a smaller plate, whatever it is, but small portions. For some, that will work if you can stop there. That's where I go into the one plate policy. This is a great method and one I have encouraged many of my clients to do when you go to, let's say, Thanksgiving. Many times we are at Thanksgiving gathering for several hours. We have the option to eat the meal, but then graze later and pick, and go get another plate and get a small plate of this or whatever it is. Have a one plate policy, which means you put whatever you would like on your plate, as much as you would like, but it ends there. And generally, I'd like to say the whole eating for the rest of the day ends there. Meaning when you get home from Thanksgiving dinner, you don't start indulging on everything else because you already feel like it's a bad day and you threw the towel in and you'll start again tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about. The other one I love, and I include this myself, and actually my doctor was the one that presented this to me, that him and his wife do it, and it has worked very well for them. They eat only what they love and they leave what they like. What that means is when you are going through the buffet, or maybe it's a Christmas party and the goodies are out and it's all dips and all those rich foods, appetizers, desserts, all the yummies, there's a good chance you don't love everything. So just leave it alone. Get what you love. Put something on your plate that you never really get to indulge in, that maybe this is the only time of the year that you get this. Maybe you love spinach and artichoke dip like you wouldn't believe, but you really only have it at Christmas time. Then indulge in that, but leave other things. You don't have to have it all. Another thing that my doctor shared, and I love this, he shared with me that if him and his wife go to, let's say, a barbecue, and they go and get a dessert, if they take a bite of the dessert and it's like, yeah, it's all right, they don't eat the rest. And I think that's a great idea, because don't resort to things that are just okay or so-so, or things that you can have often. Truly savor and enjoy what you are having. It's a treat, it's a pleasure, it's a luxury. Look at it that way. I love cheesy potatoes. We make this cheesy potatoes in both sides of the family. They are so delicious, but I have them so many times, or have the option to have them many times throughout the year. If I am going to a big party and it's a big buffet, often I will pass up those potatoes because I can have them anytime. The other thing that I do often is I will choose between the bread and the dessert, and I only get one. Let's say there's bread, rolls, whatever, which is a huge weakness of mine. And let's just say there's a dessert table full of yummy, yummy desserts, but there's plenty to choose from. If I really want to keep some discipline, because let's say maybe I'm having alcohol as well, and it's like I don't want all these calories that convert to sugar all at once and go into a food coma, which we will get into, I might say one piece of bread or one dessert, but not both. Set up different strategies and rules for yourself. Again, go into it with a plan. Arrive at Thanksgiving dinner with a plan. I'm going to indulge, I'm going to have whatever I want, but I'm only going to have one plate. That might be your plan. I'm going to eat only the things that I look forward to every Thanksgiving, and if something's okay, I'm going to leave it. Or I'm gonna go into Thanksgiving dinner and I'm gonna eat whatever I want, but I only get one dessert and no bread. Whatever it is for you, figure it out and go in with a plan. Strategy number 6 is scale back. And when I say scale back, I don't mean on your indulging days. I don't mean when you're at the company office Christmas party. I don't mean when you're having a beautiful Christmas Eve dinner with your family. This isn't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about scale back the rest of the time. And this is a biggie that I do, and this has saved me through the holiday season. I tend to go into December and into Christmas a couple pounds lighter, meaning I have my 5-pound window. I like to be between 120 and 125. That's my window. But I tend to stay at the higher part of that window most of the year, especially as I'm getting older and with perimenopause and all of that. During the holidays, what I do is I try to keep my weight at the lower part of that window so it gives me a little bit of that elbow room for the indulging that I do, because when I am indulging, I'm also indulging on much more rich and decadent food, very sugary, very high in not the good fats. So I really scale back during the week or leading into those indulging parties. And what I mean by that is I really don't take in as many calories. The nice thing with this method is you might get down to, let's say, the lower part of your window, and then bam, Saturday comes, Christmas party, you indulge, your weight goes up 2-3 pounds. You know what I'm talking about, which generally is a lot of water weight as well. But as soon as the weekend is over and Sunday you're back on the plan, by Monday, Tuesday, that weight will go back right down to where it was. So you kind of break even a little bit, and always remember there's the water weight. But the problem is if 2 or 3 days later you have another party and you're indulging again, you'll never get that weight back down to that lower part of the window to give you that elbow room. So I hope that makes sense. Number 7, social gatherings are just that. They're a time to gather. They're not necessarily all about the food. I know that we make all social gatherings, all meetings, everything is about the food here, but put in the back of your mind that everything is a social gathering. This is a perfect opportunity to catch up with loved ones or old friends that you haven't seen in a while, and you want to find out what is going on with them. Have they taken any trips? How's their job going? Anything new? What are all their children doing? Take this time to socialize, communicate, and catch up. Keep your focus on the gathering and not so much on the food. Stay clear of the food and focus on the people. You will be so thankful for that decision. Number 8, make it an absolute rule that I will not eat into a food coma. I may overindulge. I may have the biggest piece of cheesecake. I may have the biggest slice of pumpkin pie. I may have more creamy, yummy dips and appetizers than I had planned, but I refuse to subject myself to eating into a food coma. Number 9, biggie, another one I'm very good at, alternate your alcohol with water. Every glass, can, bottle, whatever it is of alcohol needs to have a full glass of water before you can have the next one. I also think it's good to have a 2 beverage policy, maybe 3 if it's a long duration, but always remember when you get to that 3rd drink, and you all are with me, we tend to not have as much self-control when it comes to indulging, and that is when we will get ourselves in trouble. A lot of times at the 2-drink limit, we can still somewhat stay in control. You'll never regret making that decision, but you may regret making the decision to drink a little more. The water is pertinent. Filter it in with the alcohol. Number 10, keep up, or better yet, increase the activity, increase the exercise. And this is going to tie in with the bonus in just a minute. This is a time when, because you are indulging more, you want to increase the activity. You want to make the workouts more intensified if you can't get more in. If you can get an extra routine in a week, that would be absolutely wonderful, but make them count. Think about all the indulging when you're doing it. I need to do this. I need to make it happen. It needs to be intense. That is another thing that I do, is I try to increase my activity level, and if I can even get a 6th workout in instead of 5 for the week, I will do so this time of the year. I know it's not going to last forever. Come January, I get back to my normal routine. But I know that I truly enjoy holiday eating. I look forward to it. A lot of people have anxiety, but I look forward to just the savoring flavors and textures of food that I don't get often. But I also know how I like to look in my clothing, and I want to look good in everything that I am wearing for all of the holiday parties. So you have to put the work in if that's what you want, and that's something you always have to remind yourself. And with myself, that's what I do. I know this weekend is coming. I'm keeping it severely clean because I know I want to look great in my outfit. Everybody feels that way. There's no denying it. And the bonus one, sleep. Get your sleep and try to get more. Try to go to bed 30 minutes to an hour earlier during the month of November and December. What I'd like you to do, if you can do that, is if you need to get up early in the morning and at least get your cardio portion of your workout in or something like that, this will be the opportunity to. Remember, it's going to be worth it. Also remember, we're all struggling together. It is not just you. The cleanest of eaters struggle during the holidays as well. But there is a difference. We still have a plan. We still make a plan. We still follow a plan. But we also enjoy and indulge without that self-guilt that so many people walk around with during the holidays. Now let's talk a little bit more about the 310 Nutrition Starter Kit. This has been really great. I went through a starter kit myself and I really loved this. I also think this would make a great gift as many people are getting on the healthy bandwagon come the new year. So if you have somebody that is looking for the lifestyle, not necessarily a diet, because 310 Nutrition's approach is the lifestyle, which is the reason why I team up with them, because we are both in agreement that it is about lifestyle and not about some quick fix diet. Let's take a look at what's inside this collection. In your 310 Nutrition Starter Kit, you will receive 7 310 sample shake bags. Flavors include chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, my favorite, the salted caramel. This is the full size. This is not part of the sample kit, but oh my gosh, I love this one, as well as 3 other flavors. In the 310 Starter Kit, you will also receive a meal plan ebook. You will also receive a $10 gift card, the clear shaker cup, as well as a live health coach. When it comes to the shake flavors, along with the salted caramel, I love the chocolate and I also like the vanilla chai. Other tidbits to share about the 310 shakes is they are sugar-free, sweetened only with natural sugar alternatives. They are proven plant-based proteins. Each formula uses pea, hemp, and brown rice proteins. 310 Nutrition has also added in probiotics for overall good gut health, and you know I am a probiotic pusher. I'm also a big fan of the MCT oil. Many of you know that I do intermittent fast, and I like to break my intermittent fast with a tablespoon of MCT oil. Along with the MCT oil, I take the apple cider vinegar supplement. You don't have to break your intermittent fast with MCT oil, but what I like is the thermogenic effect that MCT oil gives to you. So your body is already in a fat burning state when you're intermittent fasting because you don't have calories to burn. So it's empty and it's tapping into your stored fat. Then you take a shot of MCT oil, you get that thermogenic effect, which gives you another fat boost on top of it. So I feel it is very results oriented, and I am a results oriented girl. Also, intermittent fasting is a wonderful thing to incorporate during the holiday season. Step it up if you are doing it because it will help you scale back on the calories, because often people aren't taking in as many calories when they intermittent fast. Don't forget, just like we talk about, all of this is lifestyle and not a diet. Intermittent fasting is not about weight loss or a diet, although many people have good results with it. It is a style of eating for health benefits. Don't forget, I have many videos talking about intermittent fasting, as well as blog posts and other things like that. Check them all out. I will have everything linked for you. Another absolute favorite, and I have been emptying these bags like crazy and ordering new ones, is the 310 Tea Slimming Detox. Not only does this taste good, I feel like this has a burning effect as well, so I love this. Generally, I will drink one of these after my morning coffee before I'm going to break my intermittent fast. Again, I feel like I'm getting that little advantage by utilizing the Slimming Detox Tea, then throwing in my MCT oil along with the apple cider vinegar. Again, it's having a plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. I know, broken record, but you know what I mean because we all know this. There you go, holiday eating strategies, 10 tips plus a bonus on sleep, plus a wonderful, awesome offer by 310 Nutrition by using my link below. Don't forget, clicking my link will give you this collection for $19. You don't want to pass it up. Get one for you. Get 5 for your Christmas gifts. Affordable. If you're in a $15 to $20 gift exchange, you can't go wrong with this. If you haven't tried 310 Nutrition, I strongly encourage you give it a shot. A lot of you have since my last video, and I've gotten amazing feedback. Many of you have shared with me. Thank you so much for telling me about this awesome line and awesome products. If you are one of those people that have tested it out and tried it out, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let us know what your favorite flavors are and what your favorite supplements are. Have you tried the MCT oil? I know many of you have tried the Slimming Detox Tea. They have so many things. Check out their website. Download your holiday eating strategies checklist so that you can keep yourself on the plan. As always, if you found a useful tool in today's video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not. Lots of great content coming to get you ready for the holiday season. Ring the bell, immediate notification, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.